to the comedy czar's sphere of influence. Oh, Tipahan.
Whatever's happening, you just have to make it a good thing. Anything that's happening to you can be converted into something either that's going to make you scared, self-destructive, rationalize your anger, rationalize your shitty decisions, or it can be used as a thing that completely converts you. Like at any given moment, you can shed your operating system. You could drop all of the hang-ups, all the weird at any moment connected to the great truth, the divine.
That was him 5 years ago. He's since followed through on this new guy conversion, so let's see how connected he is to that great truth. Ooh, that divine.
Let me ask you this, though. What do you think about people who say that someone like Peter Thiel is the Antichrist?
Here's what's fascinating to me about accusing Peter Thiel of being the Antichrist.
Now, Peter Thiel, in case you didn't know this in advance, is one of the primary billionaire techno-wizards we mentioned earlier. With his immense wealth, Thiel wields massive influence in politics, media, and online information from behind the scenes. He says cool stuff like freedom and democracy are actually not compatible. Pete's company, Palantir, is deeply embedded with the CIA, ICE, FBI, NSA, police, and the military-industrial complex, and promises to be the most powerful mass surveillance platform to ever exist. He subscribes to a philosophy that believes that civilization as we know it ought to be destroyed, and from its ashes, a new technocracy should arise, a new state run by a CEO king who wields absolute authority. Pete is part of this new military tech industrial complex, operating with little oversight while creating autonomous weapons and surveillance systems, and whose algorithms remain a complete mystery. He's a caricature of a villain, straight out of a comic book. But Pete is real, and the exact kind of nefarious, influential guy that Duncan used to warn everybody about just a few years ago. All right, back to Duncan. What's he saying about Pete?
Here's what's fascinating to me about accusing Peter Thiel of being the Antichrist.
Stop. He's
I saw
very
him give
much.
a talk and awesome. And it was like totally normal dude, obviously super smart. There didn't feel like there was any kind of like subversive anything, nothing to really be scared of.
Depressing,
So people
man.
say that Peter Thiel is Antichrist, just for argument's sake.
Fucking says that.
You hear that? He's actually getting mad about this.
Argument's
Fucking
sake.
says that.
The reason Dunk's got to do this is because the comedy czar is actually Pete's friend now. So he had to become a new guy to stay in Joe's circle of power, a shriveled husk of a guy, being fed by the demonic umbilical cord attached to the bowels of the comedy czar, from which he can never disengage. He's cooked, finished, and God, look at him, he's just not the same guy. Look in his eyes, it's obvious. Those are Suey eyes. Well, that's a confirmed Suey for Duncan. Rest in peace, man. Quel dommage. Well, once you've entered the comedy czar's comedy cult simulacrum, you're expected to do your part to uphold the pillars of this new reality. Upholding the pillars allows you to stay in the cult and potentially reap the rewards that come from its membership. These tenets bind the simulacrum together, and as we already explained, the more guys you've got upholding the pillars, the more stable the new reality becomes, which is vital because if the simulation crumbles, it's all over for this stupid experiment. All cults need their tenets, and the Austin comedy toilet cult, or whatever we're calling it, is no different. Because Joe is the sole autocratic dictator of the entire scene, he could construct his world however he wanted to.
Starting it from the ground up. So it's this completely new thing, and it can kind of go a lot of different ways, and a lot of different things can happen. You don't know what's going to happen one way or the other. Those things are very exciting. It's scary, but it's exciting.
The primary pillar, like all cults, is the steadfast veneration, devotion, and reverence of the cult leader. Just like Jim Jones, Joe originally sold his comedy scene as a utopian paradise.
So make it as fun and as comfortable for the comics as possible, as welcoming to the comics as possible. It's a warm, inviting environment, and the whole idea is just to make it so that I can make it so they feel like this is home.
And just like Jonestown, it quickly devolved into an authoritarian nightmare.
I like the intensity of the mothership. I bring my opener. He's having a rough set. I'm sitting on the balcony watching it. Rogan is standing there watching him bomb like this. Rogan goes, he's bombing, man. He can't be here. And I go, I agree. Kill him. You want to kill him? Kill him right now. We'll break his legs. Get the Navy SEALs. Let's shoot him in the face. And then the kid got off stage, and I felt really bad. I said, listen, you got to go right now. Gonna kill you. Joe is unhappy, and it looks really bad. You got to get out of this club right now.
The cultists all submit to the authority of its charismatic leader who can never be questioned or crossed. He's a supreme leader, and Austin is comedy North Korea. Comedy cultists must pay tribute to the dear leader by praising him and are expected to excessively embellish his abilities, often to an absurd degree.
How many people on Earth do you think could kill you? 100, to be generous?
Maybe.
Very few people can kill you if they want to.
This is straight out of the North Korean playbook, where they pretend their dear leader was the world's greatest golfer after shooting 38 under par on his first ever round, including 11 holes in one. Comedy cultists are expected to study the beliefs of their dear leader and prove their commitment and allegiance by repeating his own opinions back to him.
I was doing the cold plunge after I did the sauna. I've incorporated a new thing that I was telling you where I get up first thing in the morning, I get in the cold plunge.
Sauna cold plunge thing, I'm so into it.
That's awesome.
My hotel choice, I'm solving for places with sauna cold plunge.
Of like a real legitimate professional comedian that can go up and do an hour and kill. How many guys?
Many. Arenas, not many.
Not many. Not many for theaters. How many for theaters? Is there
I would
50?
say-
100?
Yeah,
Maybe 100?
Probably less, man.
And by making sure your act panders to dear leader's personal interests and beliefs. You do that, you can tape your special at his spaceship club.
I got 2 daughters. I got a wife. She's a she/her. Just want to let you know that right off the bat. Like, the plumbing matches the pronouns, if you know what I'm talking about.
And really just doing whatever they gotta do to appease him, no matter how debasing or humiliating it might be for them.
This is Chris DiStefano's very first time ever
Okay.
lighting and smoking a cigar. Okay.
Yeah.
Light
Is
that
this the
cigar.
right way?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
he's
got
gonna vomit. I want to see him vomit.
Get it on there. Get it on there. All right, you're good. Just start pulling. No, you're not. Breathe in while you're doing that. I felt it in his face. Puff. Keep puffing. There we
This
go.
is so mean.
Yeah, honest nose. Take a sniff of these bits. Come take a sniff.
Take a smell. Yeah, you want me to go on the other
Yes,
side?
my
Come
king.
take a sniff.
Humiliation.
Yeah, that's right. Get in there.
Humiliation.
That is bad.
Not bad, right?
Yeah.
And the most shameful lie of all of them, you gotta pretend that dear leader is actually funny. You gotta laugh at any attempts at humor, no matter how embarrassing for him or you.
Baby, I'm a baby. It's all about me.
That's what it is.
What are you, some kind of communist? Hurry, boy.
Like, I'm a legit world-class comic. Like,
World-class.
I'm real.
Yeah. Everybody knows there's a comic.
The lie functions as a loyalty test.
Congratulations on your magnificent success.
Thank you very much.
And you're a comedian too, huh?
Yeah.
You were murdering so hard when you're climbing on a stool. I was like, holy f. Because we all thought you're just like a famous guy who just does stand up on the side.
Uh-oh.
And we were like, nah, this guy's a murderer.
There it is. This lie is just so egregious, I had to call this brain science guy called Sam to get some perspective. Hey man, yeah, can you just explain how people could be this dishonest?
The harder the lies are to believe, I mean, really the impossible lie, functions like a loyalty test, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Still.
Code for being in the cult is designed
That's
to get
right.
people to believe nothing. So they just realize, okay, who knows?
Yeah, well, lucky man,
I'm just
well,
going to
lucky.
be obedient and keep my head down. I'm just going to put a sign in the window, claiming to believe the big lie, so that that no one drags me out of my shop and beats me to death on the sidewalk, right? I mean, like
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, thanks,
It
man.
was Hannah Arendt's point.
All right,
in the
yep,
origins
good.
of
Gotta go.
totalitarianism.
Bye.
When loyalty is everything, if you're a ruler who demands total and complete loyalty, you're going to create a circle of liars around yourself.
Ousted comedian Chris D'Elia tried to defend Joe's last special, but he really struggled to navigate that maze, trying to find that perfect take that's going to convincingly praise that comedy atrocity.
Rogan's special came out, and I'm happy about it.
Oh,
It's
sorry,
so
1
crazy
second.
how, like,
My bad.
obviously I honestly haven't seen the reviews. I saw somebody saying it, and they were like, this is a hacky. This is a hack. And it was straight up just not hacky. The one thing that they have is it's hack. Like super woke people even know what
Hello?
is hack.
Yeah. These appeals to dear leader through praise are made in hope that one day his gracious hand will reach down to them, bless them with his endorsement, and pull them out of their hellish obscurity.
So there's kind of this trickle down, you know? Once Joe likes me, then your mom's house goes, want to be on our end. Once Rogan was like, this Jeff Dye guy's really good, then everyone else has to fall in line.
Right, everyone else
wait,
does.
now I gotta treat daddy like dad. I gotta kiss the rings, you know? You don't go on Joe Rogan and then start talking shit. You know, Joe's dad.
The second pillar